team has taken the lead.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that, guys. It's annoying as hell.
Our victory is in sight. All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
And there we go. Yes, the hybrids are coming. All hail battleships that sit at the back of the map. That's probably why they did the changes as well, not because of Enterprise coming in, but because of the fact that they're doing the whole entire hybrid line. I mean, all those carriers out there dropping all their planes left, right, and fucking centre. Everyone's going, ah! Oh, I know. You know that, I know that. Everyone else knows that.
Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes astern.
Silly little camming. How you doing, Jazzy? I just screwed that salvo up.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Oh dear.
Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes to starboard.
There's a no.
Torpedoes astern. Hull breach. Taking on water quickly.
I love when you have players. Look, look. This is why I can't stand random players, because they don't know how to play. Oh.
Problem solved, sir.
What I wouldn't give for a good carrier player or a good DD player. God. But I know this because this is what I was doing when I was playing as a carrier as well. When I was playing as the kamikaze earlier.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Yeah, I know. I'm dead.
Torpedoes to starboard. The enemy team has taken the lead.
Yep, I found. But yes. Yep. I ain't taking this out for a while. Yes, Rammstein are exactly your atypical band. There are certain things that they do that bands at live events do or do not do. But I've never seen them live because I don't go to concerts, as you know. Oh, yeah. I bet they are, Hive. I say I haven't been to a concert in years. There's quite a few that I'd like to see. I would like to see Rammstein live. I'd like to see Sabaton as well. I think Sabaton is would be a good event to watch. I'll tell you what though, if I had a time machine, right, there's one concert I would love to see, and that is Metallica when they're in Russia. The largest ever concert ever fucking done, and Metallica did it in Russia. No! God damn it. Megadeth was the last one I seen. I was gutted the music was on point, but zero showmanship. The warm-up acts were way better. Yeah. The thing is that the problem is when you're watching a live band, it can be a bit disappointing, you know what I mean? Because, you know, you've seen them on music videos and they're on CDs or vinyl or 8-bit or 6 or tape, whatever, do you know what I mean? And you go see them live and they actually are different. Good. Let it burn. Oh, come on. I ain't bothered about him, he's dead. Nirvana on the banks of the Wishkva of my land. Never meet your heroes. Yeah. If anyone wants to join me, yeah, I have a divisions available. Comms are not required. I'm just going up to doing some tiers.
Our team has taken the lead. Death to the false emperor.
Wow, why is he running so fast, Brandy? Oh, he's from Swansea, so you're half Welsh then. So you went to see Fallout Boy. Wow. But to be fair, I actually wow. Hivehound is Joe's real dad. Not sure his mum would be very happy about that aspect. I know, Grams. The title of my stream kind of gives it away. Only the American ones though at the moment. Yeah, I mean, everyone's got different music tastes. Let's be honest with you, you know. Why are you firing Oland? I don't understand the Oland. He's been firing his guns the whole time. It's just like, mate, don't. Oh yeah. Oh, trust me, the hybrids are going to be a pain in the ass. Battleships these battleships are not going to be pushing. I'll tell you right now, these battleships are not meant for pushing. You know, these battleships are designed to sit like Dunkirk's, basically nose on. Oland, why in God's green of Mother Earth would you fire your guns constantly and then die? There are some things in this universe that make no sense. Why are trees green? Why is sand yellow? And why do Olands fire their guns? I'm not going to see him anyways and go on a fucking island. Hey Viking. Oh yeah, they ruined tanks. Oh yeah, they ruined tanks a long time ago. called Update 6.0. Yeah. Oh, hybrids were inevitability. So was bringing the Enterprise. Everyone knew the Enterprise or the Hornet would eventually come to console. You know, they knew that we knew that Enterprise and Hornet would eventually turn up on console at some point. In time.
Torpedoes astern! Hull breach! We're taking on water quickly! Problem solved. You have caused us great discomfort in 5 minutes.
I'd rather have subs over hybrids, and I hate subs. You don't want subs, trust me. You do not want subs on console. Trust me. I love wowls, man. Any opportunity to head that way, I take it. Although I have a love-hate relationship with the Beacon Beacons. Who's the Beacon Beacons? Sorry for my ineptitude, but I don't know who they are. No, they are Grams. Because they're basically like a carrier, so they're not going to have the... They'll have the same... The planes will have the same length of fuel. And they're consumable grams. That's the problem. A lot of people, you don't realise that fighter plane ability that those hybrids have is a consumable.
No.
It's they're not like you can just constantly keep sending out planes. They're not. They're a consumable. They are about 120 seconds cooldown. So you fire your guns, and then you could launch your planes. Then you fire your guns and wait, because they are a consumable cooldown. So like how, you know, your fighter plane is a consumable, these planes will be a consumable. If they put them as simply a carrier, so they're not a consumable, they're literally, you can just launch them like that. There is no point playing them as a battleship. You might as well sit at the back of the map and not fire your guns and be a second carrier. So there will be a consumable. I have played a project called CW Hive. I've played it. What's Russian at this? No, Italian? Let's take out. You know what? I haven't played Collingwood in a while. Yeah. No, I do have AA guns, Grams. Yeah. They have AA. You need to look up the carriers, Grams. Look at them up on PC, or I can show you.
No.
What do you mean, Grams? In that case, no BB should be able to handle airplanes. What, American AA? Is that what you're trying to say? American AA was useless? Because trust me, tell that to the cruiser or the destroyer that couldn't die. It was an... Don't ask me what the name of it. No, they were. You got to remember, a lot of the battleships before that the Americans had in World War II, most of them were World War Ones or interwars. No one really took air power as something that was a viable option. It wasn't until Pearl Harbor that pretty much showed that anti-aircraft firepower on battleships and in general all ships was not a good thing, which is why most ships came in for refits to put on extra AA here, there and everywhere. You know, look at West Virginia. You know, she came out of 3 years later, 1944, with a lot more AA guns than she went into. To be fair, she took 3 years to be basically repaired because of Pearl Harbor, but, you know, anyway. And it's easier to put on AA guns on cruisers and destroyers than it is on a battleship. So you've got to remember, up until that time, no one used air power. It was always battleship to battleship, cruisers to cruisers, battleships, cruisers, you know. No one has thought about using air power as an effective means. I mean, it's been rumoured, but... You know, that's why all the battleships that came out after 1941 had increased air power, or anti-air power, sorry. Yeah. You know, can't hit anything today with the Collingwood. What's going on? Destroyers went from anti-sub to anti-air pretty fast. Yeah, because they were small, fast, nimble, and they could upgrade the AA and put AA guns on. I mean, I can't remember what the name of the ship is, Grams. I'm not calling you an idiot. You know, I'm not saying that you're wrong or anything like that. But check out. There's a it was a destroyer, or well, they were called destroyers by us, but they were called something else. And it was the destroyer that never died. And I can't remember the name of the ship. But it was an American destroyer that basically took on what was it? 20 attacks by the Japanese, and basically just would not die. But its AA was destroying them. You know. It might be Laffy, actually. You might be right there, Joe. I think it was like 10 or 20 attacks that she sustained from the Japanese. Yeah, but you got to remember, Americans... Right, here's the thing you got to remember. A lot of American warships in this game don't exist. They don't exist. They never existed. They were paper ships. They were test subjects or whatever. So, you know...
Smells like fire.
I'd like to actually hit my targets, you know? Like, look at... I'll show you in a minute. There's a ship, the hood. If you look at the hood and look at the second turret, it has rockets. That's its AA. It has rockets. They're a test set. Is it the hood? Might be wrong. Might be good. Right. Why? Save. Don't. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, just kill me. Fucking pointless this fight, isn't it? 2 to 7 provinces. And a Malfi, and that's... Wow, okay. That's all I can get right now, innit? Yeah. Now, what was it? Was it the hood? Yeah, there you go. Look at that second turret. That's rockets. You got to remember that, and they did actually exist. This wasn't a paper fucking rocket thing. Actually, the the HMS Hood actually did have rockets. They were prototyped. And in the game, they actually are there as well. There you go. Up AA rocket Mark 1s. So, yeah. You gotta remember that basically, you know, it's just what it is, you know. And that's because, well, actually, Grams, if I remember rightly, someone did a test on it. They put an accuracy build on a Bismarck, and it's actually a pretty accurate gun. But you also got to remember that RNG comes along and can, you know, really play wonders with your AA, with your accuracy. Yeah, but you got to remember, German AA was never that great. You know, it's like Russians. Russians never had any carriers until the 1960s. Russians didn't have many battleships. Their whole entire Russian navy in World War II was barely non-existent. Because Russia didn't fight a naval war. Theirs was a land fight. I'm not saying they didn't fight a naval war. I think there was a 1 or 2 engagements with Russian navy. Yeah, the Bofors were, yeah. But they were made by Sweden. Which happened to be also given to the Germans. Oh yeah, we know, Joe. Yeah, I'm not, right, Grams, I'm not saying that German AA was bad. What I'm saying is you have to remember that yeah, there's some German AA guns. You got that, look. Right, here's the thing though, you got to remember, how many German battleships were actually made? Think about this for a second, Grams. Right, how many German battleships were made? And when were they made? This is a Dreadnought class. Because of balance, Grams. Literally, it's balance. Right, if you give, let's take the tier 7, everyone knows, the Bismarck. Alright? If you give this Bismarck the same accuracy with its main guns as the Iowa class, okay, or the you know, an accuracy based build of this ship, no one would use any other ship. Just think about this for a second. You give the Bismarck the same accuracy base as an Iowa or Missouri or a New Jersey. Why would anyone else use any other ship? Because then you have the main guns accuracy of the Bismarck that has good accuracy guns. It has long range secondaries. It has the armor. Why would you want to use an American battleship? Because the German one has it all. You have to have a balance. German guns are not bad, Grams. Yes, you may have had the most accurate guns in the world, but you remember, this is a game. You cannot have one ship in this game that has everything the best at it. There's some that are close. I know, before anyone comes along the line and goes, oh, there are some closeness to it. Yes, there is. But, you know, if you want accuracy on Bismarck, then you build a Bismarck for accuracy. You don't build her with secondary guns, you build her for accuracy. Or you just take out the Tirpitz, because the Tirpitz has a better gun accuracy than the Bismarck does. I believe that was tested a long time ago. I mean, Hivehound might know. I can't remember if it was one of his videos or someone else's did a test of a Tirpitz versus a Bismarck accuracy. And Tirpitz actually had better accuracy-based guns. I can't remember. Someone did it and I watched it. No, not different values. They got different values, Grams, I believe. The Tirpitz has different values than the Bismarck does. I could be mistaken. I'm not going to quote on it. I'm sure they put the I'm sure they put the Sigma values of these actually on the wiki. I might be wrong. I thought they put the Sigma value of their ships. Yeah. But you got to remember, Grams. Let's be honest with you. That was when back in the day. Now you've got ships like the Brandenburg, which has the secondaries of the Bismarck and the torpedoes of the Tirpitz, but doesn't have the hydro. You then have the Odin, which has the hydro and the torpedoes, but doesn't have the secondary gun range. And then you just go, well, screw it. I'll just go with the Zeitin and have it all. Hydro, torpedoes, secondaries. But you lose armor. So, you got to remember, this game isn't historic. This ship never existed. This ship never existed. This ship never existed. Never existed. Never existed. Never existed. Most of the German Navy never existed in this game. Some did, I'm not going to say they didn't. You know, we know Scharnhorst existed, and we know that Gneisenau existed. I can't remember if the Frederick existed or not. Might have done, actually. Looks like an interwar ship. Yeah. It's a case of basically a what if. What if? Because like we know that the Bismarck and the Iowa never ever saw each other. But what if the Iowa and the Bismarck had a fight? Had a brawl at sea? You know? And let's be honest here, even if I want to go historical, this Bismarck, which is a texture one, or even the Bismarck B, Bismarck had a 13-kilometer radar. Not an radar that turns off and on again, like the game gives you. A 13-kilometer full radar, 24 hours on. And sonar would not be cooling down. Like, so the whole historical practice goes out the window. You know? Yes, but that's not the point, no grams. The Germans are not accuracy-based battleships. If you want accuracy, you go with Americans. Or British. And some Japanese ships. No, they're not inaccurate either, Japanese. But Germans are designed as brawlers in this game. So, why would you give them 20-kilometer range ship guns that are highly accurate? That's not how German ships are played in the game. You know? No. Yeah. I mean, this one was 13 kilometers, this ship. 13 kilometers. You know? But you have to have each, like, nation has their own, you know, I want to say unique skills or quirks. But, you know, Germans are mostly known for brawlers in this game. There are exceptions. I mean, you've got ships like Frederick here, which actually you can build as a good accuracy sniper. It's not actually bad as a sniper build. Yeah, but then you won't... Yeah, but then Grams, there's never been, again, no point playing any other nation. Why would... Okay, so if you gave the German battleships the same accuracy as the Russians and French, why would you play the Russians or the French? I'm not trying to take the piss out of you. I'm not trying to, like, call you wrong. I'm just asking, why would you play French or Russians if the Germans have the same accuracy but have better secondaries, better armor, torpedoes? French do not have big guns. What are you talking about? French do poo-poo guns. French do not have big guns. The Richelieu. 380. 380 mil, not 16-inch guns, 380. And in comparison, same guns as the Bismarck. So well, Bismarck and Richelieu have the same gun caliber. They're not the same guns. But Russians are different. You know, Russian caliber is 16s. I'm thinking tier 7 because that's where most people play at tier 7. So, you know. But my point is, if you give the Germans the same accuracy as the French or Russians, no one will play the Russians. Let's be honest, no, barely anyone plays Russians anyway. That's because they're terrible. Exactly, they're back. You have to have each has to have their own uniqueness, you know? Like, a lot of people play the Jean Bart, the Richelieu, and you could possibly say the Lefandre. A lot of people play them as back row snipers. You basically park up, bow on, and you don't move. You just keep it in reverse. But in actuality, they're not designed that way. They're not designed to go backwards. They're actually to go forwards. That's why they have the gun layout they have. They're classed as assault ships. They're not designed to go broadside. They're designed to go forward. That's why their guns are at the front. And then of course you've got this ship class, which I have no idea what went on. I think the developer got a bit drunk and threw the gun at the back instead of the front. But anyway, that's just a different kettle of fish. Yeah, but like brawling is different. You know, like you choose your targets. Like if I play German battleships, I will not drive YOLO in. You know, you get into range where your secondaries are starting to be used and use them as a support. You don't use them as your main weapon, you use them as a support. Now I know some people don't play that way, I know, it's just, you know. Yeah. You can brawl all you want. Certain nations brawl better than others. Yeah, and of course certain ships brawl better. You know, like, oh, let me just get rid of the premium versions. Like, you know, you've got the Massachusetts, right? Or Massachusetts, as some people call it. You know, well, guess what? They're both South Dakota classes, and guess what? So is an Alabama. It has the same secondary guns, but doesn't have the range. That's why their games like that. They have a difference of play styles. You know. You know, that's why the Missouri has a radar. Yet her sister ships, which happens to be there, does not have a radar. You know? No, I still think you can brawl. I sent you an invite, Widow, but you don't accept it. You know, Germans and Russians are meant to brawl more than the French because the Russians and Germans have better armor than the French, so there's no point in brawling with the JB because you don't have the armor to live. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can do it. I mean, the Flandre. I mean, you have a relatively good armor. I mean, you don't have great armor. You know? Yeah. And that's the thing as well. Just, you know, I'm not trying to, like, put you down or anything or feel like you're, you know, I'm alienating you, Grahams or Grahams, you know what I mean? But the thing is with this game is that you got to remember, I don't know how long you've been playing the game. I can't remember. I think you did tell me. But this isn't just to Grahams, it's to anyone. You know, before carriers came out 2 years ago, all we had was battleships, cruisers, and destroyers. Not many radar cruisers, let's be honest with you, there wasn't as many radar cruisers in the game. But the moment carriers came out, the whole entire landscape of the gameplay changed. Subtly, but they changed completely. You know, destroyers were no longer aggressive as they was. Cruisers were becoming more useful because of their AA systems. Because they started to get in DFAA. and better. Some cruisers out there are ridiculously great at AA. Battleships were no longer, you know, sort of all over the place. You'll find a lot of battleships just trying to stay together because to make more AA. You know, and then when they increased, you know, look at the recent buff with the carriers now that they did. It's huge. The carrier update, decreasing the Germans' secondary range. Germans never lost secondary range, Grams. Hello, Jinx, that I'm aware of. And damage, we lost a perk. That's all. No, we've always the ability to lose secondaries has always been that way. HE is a pain in the ass. But then, of course, you know, how does Wargaming deal with it? They put pay-to-win commanders in. Well, ships can adapt to different playstyles. Germans and Russians just happen to be more in a way of balling. The British went more into sniping and HE. You can play Germans as snipers, but the ship won't reward you as if could you were born in. Yeah. Hello, Kaz. That's, well, yeah, can remember, Grams, a lot of people use HE. This game's always had a lot of HE. Actually, you know what? I fancy playing the French one. For those of you who are wondering, yes, this is a secondary battery ship because of that. French brawling. Yeah, you don't normally see this type of class, but yep. French brawling battleships. Although, to be honest with you, we don't have the armour. Although, slightly better armour than the Foundry, actually, I think. Yeah. Did they? I can't remember, Grams. You might be right. You could be right, Grams. I can't remember.
Hello there.
Hey, Night PGK, then.
No.
Not bad. No, I'm not trying to convince Grams is wrong. But, you know, that's what I said. I value people's, when someone talks about class and goes, well, you know, this class is better than that, or, you know, or how to play ships. You know, I mean, for instance, take the Graf Zeppelin. The Graf Zeppelin, his planes are actually worse than passable. But a lot of people don't realise that the secondary battery build on the Zeppelin is really good. But it's also memed. It's not like supposedly the most viable option. You know? I mean, if you really want to be competitive with the Zeppelin, then you put Gesler on the Zeppelin and you build for bombs and torpedoes. But people like myself and others do not do that. They do it as a meme for secondaries. And then maniacally laugh when they kill destroyers. But, you know, that's just people like me. Brandenburg would be very good, BB, but with its low HP pool, it's okay. It has good... Yeah. You know, and again, you'll find out some Zeppelins build for secondaries, and some are not. You know, and that's the point. You can play this game the way you want it, but the developers of this game had an idea that you should play the ship this way, not that way. If that makes sense, you know. About there. It's not guaranteed I'm going to hit this guy, but... Nah. Was I in the right place? Actually, I was pretty good. It was pretty close. No. No, I had to reset it for some... I had to reset the stream. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. How many German battleships do you remember in YOLO in on the beginning of the game? They just go YOLO ham and die. It's like, oh my god, don't play that way. You know, because they want to get their secondaries off and do lots and lots of damage. When in fact, you play. You know, you play a bit. I wouldn't say smart, but you play a bit strategically. Your secondaries can do a lot better. I mean, this is French effects without secondary build, so I have no accuracy. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I know. RCV's dead already. I know. Because he rushed in. He wasn't even a fucking carrier. He's a Lex. Look at that. He's a Lexington. God. Oh, the joys. Okay. I don't think the Schlieffen's ever been that long, Grams. I might be wrong, but I've never known a secondaries any secondaries to go over 13 kilometers. The highest I've ever known was the Schlieffen and the Atticos. Those two are the longest range secondaries that I've ever known in the game. Again, I could be wrong. Hello, guys. Ooh, hello, Verdi. Welcome to French HE secondary guns. With French armor. Woo.
Wasn't that nice? Oh yes, it was.
Hello, Verdi. You didn't realise that I've got secondary guns, did you, mate? It's just gonna... Unfortunately, I'm giving broadside to one of these ships, so I've got no choice. And I've screwed up. I know he's going to broadside me. I know it's coming, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not stupid. I know full blown well that the Verdi's going to hate AP dev strike me. Okay, maybe he's not. Why are you not? Wow.
Main
Okay.
turret critically damaged. Wasn't that nice? Oh yes, it was. Our friend needs us, gang.
Uh. Yeah, I don't think secondaries of that ship could get that high. Alright, he's gonna go for the fucking ram in the Missouri. Oh, fuck! I just saved that Missouri's life. Oh, that's being clipped, mate. I saved that fucking Missouri's life. That Missouri owes me everything. That salvo had to kill.
There's my nitrous button. We're in the lead.
Krell must be the happiest baby that hybrid ships are coming. No, I don't. I've used them. They're just, you know.
Mayday, mayday. Hello, can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you... Over. We are sinking. We are sinking.
Hello? This is the German Coast Guard.
We are sinking. We're sinking.
What are you thinking
There's a hole in
about?
our hull. Problem solved.
Mine. Mine. There you are, 649 secondaries. And that's French secondaries. Now, the reason why is because these guns fire faster. That's the difference with these. You have to remember. You know, so these hybrids won't work the same way as the ones on PC. Possibly. Depends how they implement the planes part. But yeah, the Schlieffen's never had that long range secondaries. This is the furthest you can get. 13 kilometers is the highest you can get that I'm fully aware of. Now, bearing in mind, I am not utilizing secondaries to the max. probably legendary. I wouldn't be surprised. That's actually not a bad way of playing them. Use them as a consumable because they are a consumable. That's the thing about the hybrids. They're a consumable on PC. You know, you can't keep constantly rotating planes over and over and over again. Please show build. Celiax. So I use a 16 for Haruna, a 16 for Hipper, and Celiax, remember, has this skill. Secondary gun range plus 15%, and damage control charges plus 2. Which works. And of course I use advanced schemes. Now some people go, well, why don't you use Porcupine? Well, actually Sleafland has one of the highest secondary accuracies in the game. I think it was worked out that the only one that beat this would actually be the Zeppelin. But the Sleafland secondaries actually don't, although yes, shell grouping and dispersion will benefit, in actuality you could quite happily use a highly educated crew. And of course then you've got Properly Meticulous, which again is not maxed out because this commander isn't a 16-4. I could make him a 16-4, which is actually a good choice. I'm actually going to do that. So there you go, now I'm making him a 16-4. But yeah, you can make, said, and this is, you know, 13 kilometers, you know. You know, let's take it out. Yeah. I think the hybrids will be interesting. If they play them as a consumable, like the Dutch ships of now, where you have like a 65 second cooldown. I think 70 seconds between each strike. Then I mean, Hyde is a good choice if you're trying to build a hybrid, because he is one of the very few that exist as a what is called as a hybrid captain. He has the ability to brawler or flammable cannoneer. He can either do the porcupine or he can do the gyrating jawbreak, so he has the option to do secondaries or main guns there. Most people just take marksmanship, but has the ability to do master mechanic and Properly Meticulous. Now, if he had will to rebuild back in the day, this guy would be the most powerfulest captain in the game. But he doesn't. That was the one thing they didn't give him. But yeah, he is one of the very few hybrids that have the ability to become secondaries or brawling. And also that skill is very, 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 very good. And if you combine it with the Russian generic captain von Essen, you even get better ricochet angles as well. There is another hybrid captain. It was generally the first batch of them as well. I think the Azura Lane one was, yeah. Azura Lane in Nelson is actually a hybrid captain as well. Because she again has porcupine or gyrating jawbreaks, but most people take Big 7. And again, you have your marksmanship, and you know. So any of the first generation Azura Lane captains in the game are classed as hybrids, but they don't make anymore. They're not made anymore. So like Azura Lane, not Cheshire. Need to find another battleship captain. Yeah, he's not. He's a sniper. Hirosami. Yeah, she's just a. She's a sniper. And yeah, so yeah, the hybrid captains are only very few. Right, anyway, sorry. Hyde's a good choice. I'm not saying Hyde isn't a bad choice as a German battleship commander. His HP pool is pretty good. His base trait increases ship hit points, but it's actually not as good as Celiax. Sims, the American captain, gives you more HP than Hyde does in comparison to HP. No, they have. Give me 1 second, I'll show you. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'll load up PC and I'll show you. I'll show you right now, Grams. Give me 1 second, Widow. Let me just turn off my camera because I think that's what causes the problem on my my stream. Backlight, the missus wants to play some video games with me. Oh, I bet she wants to play video games. Right, Nebraska Grams is a North Carolina class. Okay. So Nebraska is going to be probably, I would not be surprised, Joe was saying it earlier, Joe was actually saying a little bit earlier, that this probably, they will put these in early access, so Nebraska will be a tier 6. And as you can see, 32 mil armor, 32, and then of course you've got a case armor thing. Superstructure is 19, 32 because it'll be an armored flight deck like most American aircraft carriers of tier, I think it's 5 or 8, 7 they go up. The idea of using armored flight decks, which the British were using and Americans was not. Interesting enough, these bits here are 32, but they have 19. But yeah, that's the Nebraska, which is that'll be a tier 6. 1 second. Sorry. So yeah, and then you got the Delaware here, which is a Iowa class. Nope. Nope. There's America. So this is the Iowa class. So you can see the AA's got AA there, AA there, AA there, AA. They'll probably be dual purpose AA. Lots of AA guns. And again, just like the other one, 32 mil nose, deck armor's 32, 38 there, superstructure's 19. This is how you beat these guys. You don't sit there and go, oh, I'm gonna punch him through. Just punch him through their superstructure. Now, the Delaware does have its rear gun kept, but it's a double-mounted gun. It's not a triple gun. It's a double-mounted gun. And so you only get HE bombers, which is a consumable. And then you have the tier 8, which I suspect will be tier 8 on console, guys. I reckon this will be tier 8, which is a Montana class. So again, it has a quad gun at the back. Don't know why it's quad, don't ask. And then triple barrels at the front. And again, your standard for your 406mm or 16-inch guns. And again, bombers. Now, the reason why I said these are consumables, they're not like standard aircraft carrier, is that they have a cooldown of 120 seconds. Well, this one does anyway. For 6 planes. So you fire these off, you can control them, and then you have to wait 120 seconds to fire before they become ready again, like a standard consumable. Now, this is what PC does. Now, if what Legendary says is correct, I'm not saying Legendary is wrong. They could do it so that they're like standard aircraft carriers. So you launch off your attack wing, you send them off, you do your attack, you can come back and then use them straight away. So like standard aircraft carriers. If they do that, that basically means that these battleships are going to sit at the back of the map. Because, you know, why would you launch them as long range? And yes, by the way, this is the Issei, which is a Hyuga hybrid. They are torpedo planes. The Japanese have hybrids, they're torpedoes, and the Americans are bombers. So, yeah. Alright, anyway. Let us play Musician. But hopefully that kind of explained it. That basically they are just, the superstructure has been moved to replace with a flat flight deck. Sorry about that. I need a bit of a drink. Probably. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, probably. It's a viable tactic there to use that one. Right, if I put my camera back on and my stream freezes, then I know there's something wrong with my camera.
Teammate, I need your support.
Let's see if my stream will freeze up. If it freezes up, I'm having problems with OBS at the moment with it freezing. Basically, it will just stop. Just freeze up, become completely unresponsive, yet the program won't say it's crashed. Which is very annoying. No, it will do. It'll just randomly go pop and it will freeze in a like position. So if I'm like this, it'll freeze just like that. On my end. So, yeah. Kaliman Binana. I mean, mine still freezes, Noriko. No idea why. I've done a complete and utter reinstall of OBS. I wiped out OBS off my computer. And everything. Completed out all the plugins, deleted it all off my computer, like it was gone. Put it back, and it still keeps freezing. So there's something wrong with possibly my graphics card that's freezing it. I don't know. I'm I'm wondering if it's my camera, because basically, as you see, I have no back, because I'm using NVIDIA's background removal. I don't actually have a green screen behind me.
Attention. Reporting the target position. Teammate, I need your support. Roger. Torpedoes, dead ahead.
You've got to be joking me. Oh, wow. Okay. How do... Okay, well, we'll go in as a German.
Main turret critically damaged.
We'll run a hydro just to catch out any torpedoes. Are you going to turn...
Enemy destroyer sighted. Attention. Reporting the target position. Nice work.
Yeah. Unfortunately, although you can play as a brawler, you can't do much brawling because you have teammates that just don't play right. DD's just literally just go in and yellow and die, and then cruisers go in and die, which is what happened to the cruiser and DD over here.
Stations. Reporting the position of a strategic target.
You witch. Darn. If you're knight, install all your alerts again. Nope. I didn't install none of my alerts again, Enrico.
Fire on the enemy warship.
You don't need to do any of that. I know, Joe. But yeah, it's just...
The enemy team has taken the lead.
The problem is, again, this is where DDs really could be useful for spotting, but unfortunately, all of their team of Bravo went to A, and our team just went and died. Yeah, no. Dangerous. Yeah, I mean, I don't use Ghost to Curve either. But yeah, you can brawl quite happily still. And by the way, Noriko, you're talking about brawling? And you can't brawl anymore? Well, I'm afraid I beg to differ. You can still brawl. Just sometimes you can't brawl effectively sometimes. Why does that option come up? Why does that one come up? That's only for missions, isn't it? Maybe I'm wrong. I thought that was assignments and assignments only tab, but No, it's not over 100k. But how many games do you get over 100k? There you are, 6 kills. Didn't get over 100k. I'm not bothered about damage. Damage is irrelevant. How many games have you had where you've played and you've scored over 200,000 damage and still lost? Damage is irrelevant. It's what you do. The kills are the ones that more happen, that influence the game. You know, Dunkirk, I got 3 kills in that, did 117,000 damage. Ooh, I broke 100k. That was a bad game because basically our team just left me to die. Yeah, 7k. I did really bad in that one actually, but yeah. I think to be honest with you, yes, the brawling side of the game will be, I would say it's to be diminished, but it will not be as effective as it used to be. I know that, Noriko. I still think that the brawling will be there, but in its case of like YOLOing, like the days of where you'd YOLO straight in and do that, has long gone. You know, listener carriers and the DDs is the shit show and the cabbie and the Z52. Okay.
As if the leprechaun's call to battle has been heard.
As if the leprechaun's blessing falls.
Where are you
upon the
going?
crew.
To be honest with you, I'm tempted to go Charlie actually. Are you gonna go to Alpha, do you? Alright, so we're going to Alpha then. But yeah, I think brawling as a whole is definitely different from when it was, you know, 2 years or 3 years ago.
Enemy force detected, like a leprechaun's mischief approaching.
You know, but then you remember builds have changed since the days, you know. And I'm gonna get fucking caught broadside here.
We've been spotted, like the leprechaun caught in the moonlight.
Fuck off.
Leprechaun in me bottom.
We've been spotted.
This is why I really wish that they would change the fucking spawns back. Pull battleships back, because I can't do anything there. I literally spawned and turned and I still got shot at the beginning of the game. It's like, come on, Wargaming.
Wilco, as if the leprechaun's affirmative echoes through the forest. Concentrate fire on the designated target, as if the leprechaun's wrath.
If you want to watch Noriko, go watch Noriko. Just remember, Noriko has a lot of swearing in it and a lot of raging. Don't you, Noriko? Trust me, Noriko has a lot more raging than I do. Sake. Why is our team not... Fucking sake, team. Why is our DD just running away? We've got no spots, nothing to... Oh, like, wow, mate. And I'm out getting outranged by a fucking grocer
I
today.
need intelligence data.
Yeah.
Like the leprechaun's call for knowledge.
Congratulations, Shimmy, you can run away like that. You know what I mean? That guy has built his grocer Kerfurs for range. Fucking hell. Mate, he's got some lucky salvos on there, that guy has. Ow.
Enemy battleship sighted. Like a leprechaun ship on the horizon.
See, he's built his for sniping.
Permission to come aboard, sir.
Hey, Walter, how you doing? Getting a daily dose of D6. What's D6? I'm lost. Battleship terminology. Oh, okay. Yes, I did, Mr. Wolfpack. We lost both DDs over here.
Affirmative echoes through the forest.
Fucking teams. To be fair, I don't generally play up here. In Battleship, not with Ohio's. There's a DD in the middle, or a DD's up there.
Attention! Reporting the target position. As if the leprechaun's warning calls
Yeah,
out to his
we
comrades.
know.
Enemy battleship sighted. Leprechaun ship on the horizon. Concentrate fire on the enemy warship, like the leprechaun's spell focusing on the enemy.
I take it you're not seeing the title of the stream then, Wolfpack.
They're coming at us like rain from the heavens. Torpedoes dead ahead, like a leprechaun's treasure on the horizon. Torpedoes dead ahead, like a leprechaun's treasure on the horizon. Like the leprechaun's
Yeah. Our whole team literally just
enemy team
kin
is taking
died.
the lead. They're stealing our luck.
People cannot play at this tier. Most majority of the players that play at this tier are just bad. So just a thought, what if they make boarding useless? You think they will fix German guns? Possibly. I mean, you got to remember, Grams, they have increased the accuracy of German guns since the Germans turned up at the beginning. You know, since the Germans turned up, their guns have been actually increased accuracy. I'm going to guess then that Black Widow does not run circuit broadening on his thing. Yeah, our whole team just literally just YOLO'd. We have 2 kills, and one of them was just done by our division, mate. That's a cakewalk. But yeah. See, I'm not a big lover of the Ohio. I'm not a big lover of it. That I'm not a big fan of. Yes. Yeah, no. But I've got no choice. I had to play as a bloody battleship here. Oh, okay, yeah. Let's go with a Yamato. I've got to do a battleship up here for my bureau. I don't particularly really want to play up here, but nah, not really. I can play carriers, doesn't bother me. The reason I don't play carriers a lot, Darren, on other days that's not Thursday, is that a lot of people do not like carriers. They don't like mean carriers, or they don't like carriers in general. So I generally do a one stream a week of carriers and carriers only. You know, but there is not going to be a stream on Thursday or Friday or Saturday, because this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, is Tank Fest down in Bovington, and guess who is going? So I will not be doing a Thursday, Friday, or any Saturday stream. I should be well, I should be back Saturday. Yeah, hey, that's not you, is it? I don't think that's Jarhead, because I think he's only console only, but damn, that was a scary moment then. Well, if it's like DD, just guess who's going into Bravo? LP Masashi build. I still remember when you said that the arming time didn't matter. Yeah, I thought it was the same Jarhead that I knew. Well, I'm hoping to, yeah, too as well, Darren. I mean, I'm only going up Thursday. Going to go watch the event Friday, come back Saturday. I don't really want to travel up and back on the same day. Yes, it would be cheaper in cost, because I don't have to pay for hotel or any food. I just turn up there in the morning, have something to eat, you know, and do lunch, then come back. You know what I mean? Have dinner back here. But that's about I think about 4 hours of travelling. So 8 hours of my day would be travelling on the Friday. So if I wanted to get up there to watch the start of the event, which is normally about 10 o'clock in the morning it starts, I need to be leaving my house at about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And I am not travelling through London on a Friday at 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the fucking morning. You can off. That ain't happening at all. I suspect there's a cruiser in here, actually, to be honest with you. And then trying to travel back at like 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. No. Why am I spotted for? Okay. But I'll let you call off work on Thursday if you do carriers next week, just to turtle you with my ZF6. Really? Right, I am not going out there because he's going to drop his torpedoes on us. I guarantee you he's going to drop his torpedoes on us. Oh, I'm broadside to the Yami. He's going to come in the corner. Ah, I made up. I fucked 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 up. I screwed up. There's a Yami right around that corner. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Baby. Oh, he's nowhere near me. Sweet. Okay, so Alpha's completely fallen. Great. Yeah, Alpha completely fell. Right, damn it. Probably going to regret doing this. Wow, look at that dispersion was a bit squiffy, wasn't it? Krell in a carrier is like going up against John Wick after he killed his dog, blew up his house and shit on his wife's grave. I know you're trying to say John Wick, Grams. I figured that out. Any space I come join you, I am rusty. What do you mean space? What, for Division Up? And we're only on for another half an hour. Yeah, I fucking knew that I'd get devved by that goddamn fuck over there. Again, we play Yamis and it's just like no one knows how to play. Look, they're still over there. Like, what? Come on. He's gonna come. Blackberry's gonna back out and get devved by that guy. Yeah. Oh. I mean, you could join if you want, Darren. As I said, I'm only going to be on for another probably half hour, so like maybe 2 or 3 games. At the rate I'm going at, I'm just in losses because I can't seem to get a winning battleships up here. Because people are just so stupid. Oh wait, I'm playing Legends, aren't I? World of Warships, aka Legends. Become a legend, they say. A legend potato. World of Warships, a thinking man's game. No, it's not. It's a dumb man's game. If you want to play, Darren, let me know, and then put yourself in looking for Division. It's easier for me to pick you up that way. Okay.
Permission to come aboard, sir.
Born to be one. Down the drive. Born to be one. Hey, Redneck, how you doing? Oh, yeah, how many divisions? Good shot. What do you mean, good shot there, Cat and Wolf? Okay.
ほら、シャキッとしなさいの。作戦始まるわよ。
Bum bum. Was it hot here? Sheesh. It is a bit toasty here in the UK. It is a bit toasty. Thankfully I have blackout curtains behind me, which are kind of reducing the amount of sun that's coming in here. Ah, balls. Oh, no one's going to Bravo, which means the DDs are going to come through Bravo and destroy us. Yay! There's the Citadel. I was going to play with some old shipmates yesterday and asked me why I have played. I told them it's just too easy. I got 6 Krakens in a row with yesterday and was quite bored. Yeah. And that's why, Grams, I do not play carriers every day. If I was to play carriers and carriers only every single day, I would be bored. Regardless if I won or lost. Oh yeah, I know there is. They need to cap that, Grams. I'm not going to be lying. 2 DDs or 3 max. Actually, personally, I'd have in 2. Who's fucking me? Who's HE slinging me? Fuck off. No, I brought my dad to the dentist's office. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. So you're just outside, just waiting for your dad, yeah? Ugh, hate dentists. I hate dentists. Ugh. It ain't the person that's a dentist that's the problem. The problem is just that the drugs that they give you to numb you do not work. The amount of times I've been to a dentist years and years ago where I had to sit there and deal with them going, oh, we're just going to put an injection in, and I'm like, I still hear it, I still feel it, stop it, it hurts. I will wait a couple more minutes. Like, no, it will still hurt, stop it. Probably regret doing that, actually. Yeah, I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have gone broadside.
No.
Trying to set fires everywhere at the moment, but wow, look at all our cruisers so far back. Oh, come on. Why is all our cruisers so far back? I'm just going to pop behind this island. There's nothing I can do here. I'm fighting fucking everything shooting me because our cruisers are so far back. There's nothing I can do. I can't deal with all this when all our cruisers are so far fucking back. No wonder we can lose a cap in this game. Yeah. So I think I'm going to love the British DDs. The British DDs are different, Rams. They don't play as quite like the other, the Germans. Call me Chuck Norris. Dentist visits don't bother me. Trust me, when they're trying to do drill work on you and you can feel the drill on your nerves, no. Trust me, it's not nice. And I've had the injections done 2 or 3 times. I've had them put gum, I don't know what it's called, but it's like a paste that they use, and that still doesn't work on me. So So it basically just doesn't work with me. So every time I go to see a dentist, I'm always constantly in pain, so I can't go to the dentist anymore. Bum, 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 bum. David Skate, thank you for the follow, much appreciative. Yeah, interesting enough though, Grams, that the Ship Smasher is a it's a weaker version of the Jarvis at tier 6. If you compare the Ship Smasher and the Jarvis, the Ship Smasher has shorter range guns, shorter range torpedoes, but it has a slightly faster firing rate of fire. I don't do dentists, I brush them and eat cheese. Yeah, go on, blah. But yeah, the British DDs are okay. They're slightly different playstyle, Grams, than Germans. I'm dead here, it's just because of the Schlieffen secondaries, but wow. Considering the fact is most of the bulk of our team is so far back, like, why the hell is a Stalingrad the wrong way? Doesn't it realise that its bow armour is better going forward than backwards? You know. Yeah, that's the difference, Grams. Look, I'll show you. So, Ship Smasher has 8.4 kilometer range guns with 4-second reload. Alright. Jarvis, exact same ship. 10.7 at 5 seconds. And same damage. Torpedoes are 2 quintupled launchers, 6 kilometer range, whereas Jarvis's is 8. So yeah, Ship Smasher is actually less, on paper, she's actually worse off than the Jarvis. And she's the same ship, there's no difference between the ships. Just, you know, Ship Smasher has a nice camo for it if you like this camo. Which I do because I like orcs. Because as we all know, reds go faster, which is what Ship Smasher actually does. She goes faster than the Jarvis does. Oh, you disgusting man, Toker. Corned beef is a disgusting, vile substance. Shipping's alright. Yeah, Ship Smash is good. I'm not a big fan of a lot of DDs of the British, especially this thing. This thing is just cannot figure this boat out. Just cannot figure this boat out. Lightning, I just struggle with it because of the torpedo angles. Jutland is good fun, and well, we all know that the daring is just OP as hell. Do I have the Transformers camo? Yes. I have all the captains, as you can see they're obtained. And I have all the camos. And no, I didn't buy this in one pack. And just you can hear a stupid bloody ice cream truck behind me. Can I see Optimus Prime? What, the commander or the camo? Because it's two ships that have his camo. Anyway, you can do it yourself anyway, Whistle. All you do is you go to Transformers. Nope, that's the Autobots. And you just click on that. There you go, it previews the ship for you. With his trailer. And I remember I used to have that trailer as a toy. Oh, the commander. Yeah, just go to Autobot and go down to there. You can view the commander yourself. You don't like. You can, you know, look at their special ability. Now, interesting enough, he's actually a brawler, but I play him as a sniper in the Iowa, which isn't great for him. But... they can have yes and no. He's got repair party cooldown time, so he actually heals a little bit better because of his base rate, and his special skill is this. But Megatron, which is the German captain, he also has it as well. For some reason, they gave Megatron and Optimus Prime the same special skill, which is, as you can see, this fire duration minus 20%, observation seaplane cooldown is minus 30%. I have no idea what the fucking observation plane is, but I'm assuming it's a catapult fighter. I think, or is it this one? Oh, this one. Yeah, it's this one. The Temporary Titans main battery shell grouping. Which is really annoying because if... Alright, and I have to talk about this. If they gave that observation seaplane cooldown time, turned that into catapult fighter cooldown time, then I would have Arthur Cold on here. But instead you have the shell grouping tightening cooldown. Which is actually why I should actually have this back on there. Ugh. Actually, I'll take it out, might as well. Alright, while I was doing that, I'm going to quickly nip to the restroom and I'll be back in a moment. Sorry about that. They always make them evil. Germany equals evil. Yes. Well, not all that. Or always Germany. You have King Kong as the hero when they did the Kong and Godzilla, but actually Godzilla was given to the Japanese. But yes, they normally show that you've got the good side, which is the Americans, the British, the French, the Russians, pan-European. So what, 5 good sides, and then you got the bad, and bad. So yeah, there's 5 good sides and 4 bad sides, more evil. But it's interesting that the Pan-Asian partly doesn't cover all of evil side. There's actually some hero good side ships. Just that the game for some reason puts all the ships of the Pan-Asian in here. I think the Pan-Asian, if I remember right. No, Pan-Asian is good side, sorry, not bad side. Sorry. Why does German sound so aggressive? Depends on what words. Right, here we go. Optimus Prime in the Iowa. Hello, Willie. Hello. Now, bear in mind, Iowa is supposed to be a brawler captain. I'm just going to leave this right now. He is supposed to be brawler, so my accuracy is not going to be great. But because when I play ships, if I have the camo for it and I want to use it, and I've got the captain that goes with it, I use the captain, regardless if it's the best captain for that ship. It's just my brain works that way, okay? So. Oh, I forgot to put on. Oh, not. No. I think she's actually going to be.
I don't have to tell you what's ahead of us. They have to be stopped, and we're the only ones who can do it.
I think personally that the Enterprise is going to do what they did with the San Diego, the Ferrashikio, whatever it's pronounced, where you pay 750 doubloons to get it. I reckon that's how the Enterprise is going to be available. Or you may be correct that they may put it in as a ship that you buy. Bundle. So you get, a case of hey artist, where you have to pay 17,500 doubloons for that ship. Now I suspect Enterprise, the camo for Enterprise, which is a Star Trek one, is going to look like a spacey type thing, with NCC 1701D or something written on it. But we all know that they're going to put the Enterprise as a pay-to-win ship, as in you have to pay for it. They will not, because the fact is that everyone wants that ship, and at the same time it's Star Trek, and there's a lot of people that like Star Trek. I'm not saying everyone likes Star Trek.
Enemy battleship detected.
But
I need intelligence data.
But I wouldn't be surprised if it's either 750 doubloons or if they put it as a steel ship. I'm going to tell you right now, people are going to kick off with them. I tell you right now, people will kick off with Wargaming if they put that fucking Enterprise as a steal ship. Because there's not many people out there who have 17,500 doubloons. Sorry, 17,500 steel. I'm just gonna say that right now. Not many people have that shit. That managed steel. So, I mean, we'll see. I mean, there's four captains, or it's 4 guises. Because there's 4 of them in the picture. So that means there's either going to be 4 individual ships, or they're just camos of 4 ships. Again, we won't know until Thursday when they drop the patch notes. And when the patch notes drops, that's when we will actually find out, like, you know, for like dead on. Yeah, I don't think it's still. If they put it as still, they're gonna piss people off. They are gonna be pissed off with Wargaming if they do that. But again, we'll find out. I mean, there is a theory. I have actually toyed with this idea that it's actually going to be a dual campaign. They'll either do it like they did with the Marlborough and the Mirko Pilo, or like the Independence and the Black. So you have, at the end of the campaign, you have a choice. Or, this is the other or, that it's going to be a one like, I don't know if you remember a long time ago, it was the Massachusetts campaign. About halfway along, they gave us the Siracoa French destroyer at tier 4. Now, I don't think they're going to do that because it's tier 7. So, in theory, will probably be campaign ship, which means that the Valio, whatever it's pronounced, is going to be a steel ship or a bureau. Or Enterprise can actually be a bureau ship, actually. That might be actually interesting. Let's just thought about that. Could be a bureau ship. Yeah. Could be a bureau ship. That'd be quite cool. But again, we won't know till Thursday. Everyone can make speculations, everyone can make theories, everyone can say, oh, well, it's this, it could be that. We won't know.
Permission to come aboard, sir.
Come on, Nagato, you're taking the piss now, my friend.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Come on, die, Nagato. Thank you. Fortunately, never mind, Benetto's gonna get killed here anyway.
Hello there.
I mean, it's possibly, it could be a campaign. It would make sense. It would be better if it was a campaign. I'm not gonna lie. And if they make it as campaign, they will maximize huge amount of money. Hello, Techno. Because every single person who is a carrier player or plays this game like historical ships is going to be dipping their hand in their pocket and buying a campaign out to get the Enterprise. So on day one, on the Monday, the campaign drops, the update drops, you're going to see enterprises. Mate, do you know how much money Disney would want, Grams, for that?
Let's focus our efforts on
You got to remember, you got to remember, in order for them Wargaming or any company to get a license like that, they have to pay a lot of money. So they're allowed to use the names, the likenesses, the imagery, all that is copyrighted by Paramount. Sorry, Star Wars is done by Disney, but Paramount was Star Trek. So basically, Wargaming have to pay a lot of money to have Star Trek themed stuff. And with the fact is that Star Wars at the moment is like pumping out TV shows, left, right, and centre. You know, contrary to if some people like the new series or not, I've heard mixed reviews about the new series. Some people dislike the new series, some people like it. I have not seen it, so I cannot make my own judgment. Star Wars is ruined. Yeah, well, again, people, you know, I've had some mixed reviews about it's the Acolyte series they've just done. I've heard some mixed reviews about that show. Again, I don't know, I've not seen the last show. No, I barely use your special skill either. Have you noticed that? I keep forgetting to use that plane. Is he turning out? There he is.
battle ends in 5 minutes. Enemy cruiser foundered. The Decepticons shall fall. Our team has taken the lead.
I don't care, it's ruined, but the prequels and the original theme would be awesome in ships. You know German will be the Empire and would get Earth with a dot. Possibly. You probably have Darth Vader, be another brawling captain, which I'm not going to lie, we just don't need another brawling German captain. That's all I keep giving the Germans. I would like them to actually be the Japanese. I think Darth Vader would actually be... I mean, he would be German, we know that, but it would be nice to give him to Japan. So you'd have what? Darth Vader. Who else would you probably have? You'd pick the famous people. So you'd have Luke as probably the American or the British. Han Solo would be the other one. And they may put in the 3 captain bases, but whatever they've got to do, they have to have the opposite. So if you have 3 good guys, you have 3 bad guys. Although I do hope it's actually if they do a Star Wars theme, I want Boba Fett as a sniper captain. I'm gonna do one more ship. I would love Boba Fett to be the first good sniping commander. Yeah, I mean he could be. I mean you've got a good German sniper captain. One of the best fucking German captains. Sniper is this guy, Hipper. I mean, you've got flammable cannoneer for that extra thing. His special skill is really good if you're sniping. You know. I mean, yeah, his base trait doesn't quite work with his accuracy, but then let's be honest with you, there's other captains out there that don't have base traits that aren't quite right with their captain. You know. Oh, and Jar Jar. What? Normal Jar Jar? Or the canon Darth Jar Jar? But apparently Darth Jar Jar is now canon. Well, I say canon if you count the video games. So apparently the video games, because it's one of the new video games that's coming out, computer games, there is a Darth Jar Jar. They won't have Sidious and Vader, Grams. Not together. You would probably have Vader. Definitely Vader. You'd probably have Boba Fett. And you'd probably have Grievous would be actually a good choice. Alright, well the last game, you know what? I'm gonna put this in here just for the lols. Hmm? Oh. Let's do this for the lols. Like Blick Widow just said. Although, because of that, I can't use that. No, so we're just going to use that one. Actually, no, we'll use the All Destroyer. Then what we'll do is we'll put shell grouping on. Although, to be fair, I barely ever fucking use this anyway. And we're going to turn Gross. We're going to turn a Curverse into Sniper. But Tarkin, yeah, I mean, the thing is, in order for them to maximise their profits, you've got to remember this is how a wargaming will work. They will maximise their profits by working out which people would they want in the game. So you would have to have Vader. Just, you can't have Star Wars without Vader, so he would be a must. A lot of people like Boba Fett, so he would probably most likely be involved, and possibly Darth Maul. But knowing them, they will pull someone from the Ahsoka series or from the new Acolyte series or something like that. The good guys, you can have Luke. You're going to have Han Solo, Obi-Wan Kenobi, trying to think who else would you probably have. You probably want Leia, but then that's 4 commanders you'd have there. So who would you have? So you'd have
Permission to come aboard, sir.
Yeah, I think I am. Count Dooku, yeah, possibly. If they were to do it. Hello, Kimmich. Yeah, you probably would have Boba Fett as a... you'd probably have Boba Fett as a DD because, you know, he's the way... Oh, shit. Look, there's a fucking DD in the middle. Like, come on.
The ship is on fire.
Always a fucking way with me, you know. I always get single focus targeted.
Problem solved, sir.
Yeah, so you probably have Boba Fett as DD. Vader would be a battleship. If they put in someone like Grievous, he'd probably a cruiser. Because of his lightsabers, you know, he's doing that all that close quarter combat really fast stuff. So they probably represent that as a cruiser. Palpatine would be a carrier. If they were to put Palpatine in, I think he would be a carrier. Because he plays that kind of not really involved in the forces behind the scenes, he's at the back. Where a carrier isn't. So that's how I'd interpret it. Same as Tarkin. Tarkin would be a carrier. I think. He would be a carrier, it would be a sniper build. Luke would be a brawler. Leia would be a sniper. Han Solo will be... Han Solo, I reckon, would be a DD, actually. Because of the whole Millennial Falcon, Speedy Gonzales, and that would be his skin as well. That's the thing you'll remember. Han Solo's skin for his one will be the Millennium Falcon. Or an interpretation of the Millennium Falcon. And Boba Fett would have Slave 1. Although they probably won't call it Slave 1 because everyone will get on their high horse about Slave. Whatever. What would Vader be? It would be a battleship. And it would be a Star Destroyer, wouldn't he? The whatchamacallit it? Okay, the Excelsior, I think it was called.
Hull breach. We're taking on water quickly.
He'll be Excelsior, so similar to what this is, a spacey camo.
Problem solved, sir. I need intelligence data.
Leia will probably... They might do Queen Amidala, actually. Just thinking about it.
Enemy battleship sighted. All stations
But they never do Django, so possibly.
requesting support.
The Obi-Wan, will they do the young Obi-Wan or the old Obi-Wan? Possible they might do the young Obi-Wan. Because that's what more people are a bit more famous about. Fuck off! DDs, why are
Taking on
you...
water quickly.
Why? Goddamn DDs. Fucking DDs are just sat at the back. Like, just typical. Look, Ma, I can sit at the back of the map in my hearing. I hate DDs that just don't play right. Elbing, you can smash the crap out of Illusion. Hearing, you can destroy Illusion. Why are you not going after the DDs? Because you don't want your paintwork scratched? Right. Grievous would be the Benevolence. What's a benevolence? Never heard that shit. Excelsior, Star Trek. No, the Executioner. Is it the Executioner?
Concentrate fire on the enemy.
What's Star Wars? What's fucking Vader's ship? I'm sure it was the Executioner. Or Excelsior. I don't know, something like that.
Good show. The enemy team has taken the lead.
Yeah, you'll definitely have some Azura. You'll have a lot of people paying for the ships, especially for the commanders if they're commanders and they're not just guises. But that's the problem. Do they do it as guises, like they're done with the arpeggio? A couple of the arpeggio characters were guises, or do they do it as actually proper captains? I hope they do proper captains if we ever do a Star Wars collab. And not just do a I just do not like fucking battleships. I've got this tier, but I'm stuck using battleships for it. Right, I said that's my last game, but I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more. What am I gonna do? 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 No, he'll be a no. They won't do a legendary ship like that. Although saying that, they actually have done legendary thing. They did that one, didn't they? They did the Nepali Black. That was out of a crate. I don't know. I don't know. I do ship requests, artist. Technically, there is actually a ship request button on Twitch. But I will do a ship request for you, artist. What do you want? What ship do you want me to go into if I have it? If you say Florida, sod off, but I don't have it. I'm not rich. Cleveland? I don't know, I ain't never been, no one's ever requested to Cleveland before. Nope. Nope. No, Grams. I ain't planning a terrible because it's a terrible ship. No, the terrible is a terrible ship. It's French. See, there's loads of these goddamn provinces around, isn't there? Okay. No DDs, so I'm not going to go forward because I'm a Cleveland, so you can sod right off. I'm going to swing a left. Now, I'm going to try to get to that island there to help swing out the chute, but we'll see how it goes. Now, bear in mind, I am the Cleveland, and I do happen to have Montpellier on here, and Montpellier is my AA cruiser captain for the Americans, so we'll see how it goes. I don't like the terrible. Anyway, I don't actually have the terrible. I have the terrible B. That's pretty much the same thing. I don't have the normal, I have the black version. I have the B2. I won both in Santa crates. Wonder why they gave them away. I don't think they gave away. Wow. Okay. Someone just touched the Hawk. Someone just gave the Hawk a reach around and squeezed a little too much. I've been grinding for the Des Moines recently. It's been on the back burner for 8 months. I started grinding on the third last week. Cleveland is the last requirement. Really? I was trying to basically creep around a bit to provide anti-aircraft fire, but the problem with the Cleveland is she's very squishy, and I don't like this map. If you're a cruiser, this map is not great. Hey, Oh, crap. I did not.
敵の重要化を 敵の戦艦を発見した。
Did we lose both our ships in the center? Oh no, we only lost one. Okay. This is going to be a very, 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 very stupid thing to do, but I'm about to do something very, very stupid. I'm going to gamble this is going to work. Hello, Province. Haha.
敵の重要艦を発見した。
American AP, bitch.
敵重要艦を撃沈。
Ah, shit. Ah! Yeah, don't ever sleep, right, guys, on the Helena, the Cleveland's AP. For fuck's sake. Oh, I'm not really, shouldn't be where I am now. The ship out there that I want to get. Come on. Someone called cards. There we go. I'm coming off after this, Noriko. I said that about half an hour ago, but definitely I'm coming off because I need to get my dinner. I am famished and I need food to keep in shape. And yes, round is a shape. Unfortunately, we have a 0 DD game. So everyone keeps getting these 4 DD, 5 DD games, and we've had 2 games so far today with no DDs. But what is this battleship stealth? Come on, battleship, what is your stealth? Oh, never mind, it's relevant anyway. Days. Oh, for fuck's sake, Kansas. Oh well. Should I just let it kill me? Okay. Go quiet. As per typical, the games we've had today are just not good. So if you're intending to play some Legends today and you want your blood pressure to boil into the, I don't know, whatever, the very, very highs, trust me, go play Legends today. This carrier has just sat here the whole game and not dealt with anything pushing, just... So, you know, no map awareness whatsoever. This means I can shoot you as quick as you can. Oh, did you lose, mains? Oh, what a bloody shame. Just, yeah. Another idiot carrier. Our team's just YOLO'd and died again, so. Alright, we are going to find someone to raid out to, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed my stream today. Fortunately, didn't have... We started off really well. And then unfortunately, you know, Kraken there, some good games there. That wasn't a great game, of course. And then ran into a load of defeats. So... yeah, wasn't a good stream, but hey, it was one. Got some fun in it. It's all about the content, innit, guys? It's all about the content. So, who are we gonna go out and raid? You know what? And I can find the buttons because for some reason my stream element, my stream manager's quick ones are no longer there. Raid, follow in, same category. We're gonna go raid out to Hi-Fire. Here's a CC, guys. You can ask him about the hybrids. He's got them on PC. I don't have them, but I know how they kind of play, and I've shown you some of them. So if you want to ask him how they play, you can ask him questions. If not, he's currently, I think he's got a space for a division or not. Anyway, we shall see. You know, take care. Thank you very much, guys, and catch you later. Bye.